After analyzing the data we collected from the Kartoba's sister ship, we've been able to determine what happened in the nebula. While the Kartoba was able to limp to Karak, this ship instead must have tried to hide here. They soon resorted to preying on ships passing through the nebula. In time, the nebula became off-limits to all shipping. They developed hyperspace inhibitor technology to trap prey from far away without leaving the safety of the nebula. Eventually, it became the center of their existence, and ultimately, their religion.
Hello and welcome back to Homeworld. It's gonna be amazing.
Anomaly detected. Override engaged.
That's never good. I hate anomalies. They always try to kill me. It's just the situation.
Sensors detect a vessel here.
Right over here.
It doesn't match any of the profiles we have encountered. Send in a team to investigate. We are detecting various ships surrounding the alien vessel. They appear to be inactive.
Interesting. Well, at least this time we didn't send the ambassador. Really, we need to be a bit more careful with our ambassador. I mean, I assume we actually care a bit about the guy, so... You know... We can't just go throwing him willy-nilly at every alien race we meet. Come on now.
Reporting.
Okay.
Delta formation confirmed.
We need to investigate this vessel.
Confirmed.
Let's go, interceptors.
Diverting power to engines.
They will go in and investigate the mysterious alien vessel that has appeared. In the meantime, we'll also get, as soon as they actually show up,
Standing by.
our harvesters out picking up
Resources.
the tiny quantity of resources that is sitting around here. Actually, it's not a bad quantity. If I were to rate it, I'd probably give it like a... it's probably a 4. It's a 4, but it's not a 1. And if it was a 1, that would be very bad, because we would have very few resources, and that's not a good thing. Look at what we have here. Some sort of death vessel, no doubt. Ah, they're firing on us.
Lock down to carrier.
Yep, Doc. No. You know. Is anyone gonna get away? There's missiles! That's so... Okay, well, we're fine. Okay. It was not a complete wash. We do, in fact, have some interceptors remaining. Okay. So what we have over there is a terrible alien vessel of death that is controlling smaller alien vessels of death.
Standing by.
And our job is going to be to neutralize the large alien vessel of death without destroying the smaller alien vessels of death. If that makes any sense at all, which I would question whether or not that makes even a single cent.
Delta formation confirmed.
Pretty much,
Group 2 designated.
we want to neutralize the large
Group 3
gray ship in the
designated.
middle. If we can do that without destroying any of the larger ships, any of the other ships, as I was saying,
Complete.
if we can do that without destroying any of the larger ships, then it is possible to actually get all of the larger ships.
Responding.
What are you doing, Mr. Interceptor? You're blocking the docking bays!
Con
You're going to cause a terrible crash, you fool. Okay. So, in order to do this, as I've found in my wealth of experience in the world of Homeworld, well, it's a decent amount of experience. It's not the most
Group 4
experience. There are
designated.
definitely people who have had more experience, but you know, I've fought this like 4 or 5 times, and that's good enough for me.
Group 4 reassigned.
I found that the best way to deal with this terrible threat
underway.
is a twofold movement.
Evasive tactics. Diverting power to
We need a group of interceptors, brave and bold interceptors, and they do have to be brave because not many of them are going to make it out of this situation. Please don't tell them they need to be brave. And then we need attack bombers that don't need to be
Group
as
5
brave.
designated.
They do still need to be brave, though.
aggressive tactics enable
It's
diverting power to
gonna be dangerous.
wall formation confirmed.
So what we're gonna do,
Establishing claw formation.
we're going to have
Aggressive
the
tactics
attack
enable
bombers
diverting power to weapons.
on claw formation, on aggressive tactics, and we're going to have the interceptors on evasive,
Reporting for duty.
and this is how it's gonna work. We are going to send the interceptors in on a true death run. Pretty much we expect none of them to make it out alive.
Copies.
I think a couple of them will actually make it out alive in
Group
the end.
6 designated.
Copies.
It tends to be that not everyone dies, just most of them die. But it's to be seen. So, the interceptors will act as a distraction for all of the capital ships as our attack bombers go in and actually do the damage to the main vessel. And it's going to be a bloodbath. So many interceptors are going to die this day, but it's so... it has to be done. Someone has to do it. Somebody has to die, and unfortunately it's going to be this guy. This guy by the name of Ted. Ted, of course, being the greatest interceptor pilot that the Kushan have ever known. But now he's going to be the most dead interceptor pilot the Kushan have ever known. Okay.
Group 5 reporting. Group 6 receiving. Target confirmed.
The interceptors also shouldn't do too much damage to these guys.
Attention. Those ships are operational. We believe the control center is the alien vessel. It should be neutralized.
Will do. We're already on it. Oh god, that ship right there. Not that one. This one is a missile destroyer. Oh, what are you doing? Why are you going for my attack bombers? Don't do it!
Tactics enabled. Equalizing.
They've gone for the attack bombers. It's an unusual turn of events. Oh, we're gonna have to pull out and reconsider our current course. Doc, retreat. Everyone retreat.
With carrier.
The plan did not go accordingly. Pull out, pull out. Oh, Lord. Okay.
Awaiting assignment.
Scuttle
Don't
initiated.
scuttle that. Stop it. Okay. Whew. Plans are being reconsidered. So, you know how I said my plan is going to work nicely and people are going to die? Well, one of those two things happened, and that was, of course, people dying.
Coordinates confirmed.
We lost 8 attack bombers in that. I did not execute the mission properly. We're going to have to rebuild our attack bombers and rebuild our interceptors, both of which
Construction
died in a
field
vain attempt to take that thing out. I think instead of targeting the larger ships, the interceptors are going to have to target the ghost ship itself, and that's what I'm going to call it, ghost ship, because as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, it says ghost ship. It's all I know it by. I don't know anything about the vessel. It could be anything, literally. It could literally be a condo in California. I don't know. Nobody told me. Okay.
4.
Have we launched all of the interceptors? Yes, we have.
Group 1 receiving.
What are the casualties? 7 interceptors.
4 copies.
That's not bad. We could have had worse.
Production underway.
We're going to recreate those 7 interceptors. And as soon as we are prepared, we shall re-engage the ghost ship. Oh, darn it. Re-engage the ghost ship and all of its accompanying fleet. Now, you might ask, why don't we just send in the destroyers? Couple destroyers are gonna do a good job here. It's gonna take it out in a second. What you doing, mate? What's wrong with you? To which I say, well, that's not a good idea. Because the ghost ship is a bit crazy. It captures any capital vessels that happen to go near it. So if I were to send my destroyer in here and be all like, hey mate, I got a destroyer, I'm gonna shoot you with a couple ion beams. the ghost ship's gonna go, nah, mate, that ain't gonna happen. And he's just gonna be like, yoink, your ship's mine, and you're dead. Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. In case you're wondering what I said, I don't even know. I have no clue. Oh, my lord. Okay. So it's just a matter of time before the fleet is recouped. Potentially, we could also send in these multi-gun corvettes. Really, we're gonna need all the firepower we can get. The more firepower, the quicker the ghost ship will be neutralized, and the quicker the ghost ship is neutralized, really the less losses. There's definitely going to be losses. There's no way to fix that. It can't be helped. But we're gonna try to do it with the least losses possible. It's a thing, you know. It's a thing.
Acknowledged.
Little consideration of a plan here. So,
Destination confirmed.
I'm thinking.
Attack bomber complete.
This is just a thought. Nothing really crazy. Just a thought.
Group 5.
That it might be
Interceptor
possible
complete.
to completely distract
Group 5 reassigned.
all of the
Group 6
fleet
reassigned.
accompanying
Wall locked in.
the evil
Claw formation confirmed.
ghost ship
Awaiting order.
by attacking the ghost ship itself. So all of the vessels will be confused, attacking, of course, the interceptors
Unacknowledged. Group 2.
and everyone else.
Group 1 reassigned.
Interceptors just get into one formation. I don't
Delta
even care.
formation confirmed.
So they're all going to be attacking the vessels attacking the ghost ship. Okay, you got that. In the meantime, the biggest threat to us is this guy right here, Mr. Missile Destroyer. It is a very powerful vessel. We can't build it yet. It shoots tons of missiles, and the missiles are really good at taking down fighters. It's like not even a joke. They are absolutely deadly.
Group 6 reporting.
So what we are going to do
Destination confirmed.
is try to send in a salvage corvette, well, 3 salvage corvettes, to try to capture this while we are attacking the ghost ship. If we can capture it, that pretty much means this is going to be really quite easy. It's really the missile destroyer that makes this a big problem. What do we got here?
Acknowledged.
Got a bit of damage on these guys, but I don't really care.
Destination locked in.
You, my friend, you were a bad pilot to begin with. You're gonna be shot down. I'm sorry, it had to happen.
Group 1.
Sometimes you just can't survive.
Tactics enabled.
Sometimes it happens. You just have to live with it.
Engaging.
Okay, 1, engage.
Group 5 reporting. Group 6
5,
acknowledged.
6, and the multi-gun corvettes, which do not have
Group 2 assigned.
a group. They are now 2. You will now also engage. Salvage corvettes, go pick up the missile destroyer. Okay, they seem pretty intent on the interceptors. So we're going to switch the attack bombers to aggressive. Yep, they are going directly for the interceptors. This is how the plan is actually executed. Group 2, Group 2.
Our weapons are having
Go to
minimal effect
evasive.
on the alien vessel, but each strike causes a tiny fluctuation in the control field.
Yep,
Direct all fire at the alien ship in an attempt to disable the field.
understood. So what they're saying is pretty much
For duty.
we can't actually destroy the vessel. So we're going to disable the field that is keeping all of these ships moving and defending the ghost ship. It's all good. We're gonna be fine. Okay, our salvage corvettes are not working out. I'm just gonna put this out here. They are dying terrible deaths. I am very sorry, salvage crews. I really thought that would work a lot better than it did. But unfortunately, you're all dead. The missile destroyer is still there. And our fleet is about to be just torn to pieces! Oh god. How are we on attack bombers? 1 division of attack bombers is gone. The 2nd division
Group 4
valiantly
has been defeated.
is going in, trying to do their job.
Alien vessel neutralized.
Oh, we did it!
Standing by.
Oh my lord.
While the field was up, they were able to analyze the alien control system.
Group
We now have control of the foreign vessels.
Yes!
Ready for orders. Standing by.
Send a salvage team to further investigate the alien ship.
Whew, so like I said, we now have the vessels under our control. It's brilliant!
After seizing the missile destroyer, construction reports we can now build a similar vessel.
Understood. Okay. We don't have any new research. We can now build missile destroyers ourselves, which is brilliant. Our plan worked decently. Lots of losses. So many losses. The bloodshed of the Kushan is beyond understanding.
Military parade formation confirmed.
But anyway, we've succeeded. We're sending in a salvage corvette to examine the evil ghost ship of death. Stop it. I want to center on the carrier, not the fighters in the carrier. Whew. How many resources do we have? 4,083 resources. That's pretty good. That's very decent. We want to save up and make sure that we have about 3,500 resources for the moment that we can create a heavy cruiser. That is, of course, the most powerful ship in any fleet. Right now, we can't build it. Because, of course, we're just the Kushan. We're a bunch of little pricks flying through space, pretending that we're really good at what we do. But in reality, do you know who we are? We're nothing but a bunch of exiles trying to make it back to our planet. We have a bunch of destroyers, though. We don't necessarily need heavy cruisers right now, because we have destroyers. Do you know what destroyers do? They destroy things. You know why? Pretty much because it's in their name. It's kind of sad for any destroyer that wants to, like, I don't know, paint or act or dance. They can't do it. It's not acceptable. People look on their resume, they're like, okay, this is a pretty good resume. You've done a lot in your life. Wait, what's your name? You're a destroyer? I'm sorry. Your name has doomed you to only one thing. You're going to have to destroy some stuff. And the destroyers, of course, are so sad about this, they can't even understand. They can't understand why people can't accept them for who they are.
Building from carrier.
Unfortunately, it's because they're terrible destroyers and they try to kill everything.
Construction commencing.
That was not the quantity of interceptors
Building
I wanted.
from mothership.
I only wanted 8.
Building from carrier.
So we don't really need any more attack bombers. I'm not a big fan of attack bombers in general fleet maneuvers. Only on this mission, they are very useful. Well, my goodness. How are you doing, Mr. Salvage Corvette? You're not dead yet, are you? I bet you're wondering where your friends are. I bet you're thinking
Building
to yourself,
from mothership.
oh, I used to have like a whole squadron of
underway.
salvage corvettes that were very nice. They would come around and try to help me salvage things. Where'd they go? Well, the answer is they all blew up in a vain effort to capture a missile destroyer that we captured afterwards anyway. So, yeah, you know, it was an unfortunate turn of events. That's all we have to say. Very unfortunate. We're going to inform their families. Wait. Their families are dead. They all blew up. Oh, because our planet's gone. Oh, sorry, guys. Can't inform the dead families. We don't even have, like, a body or anything, because they all burnt up. Oh, with our planet. Sorry. Well, in the very least, condolences to any next of kin you might have had that are still alive and not dead. It's something. It's something. We have to give you something, so it's just as much as we can do.
Military parade locked in.
Okay. We need to bring back the carrier into formation. Got a harvester showing up. Actually, we don't need to bring the carrier into formation.
Group 1 responding to Group 3 reporting. Group 6 receiving. 5 reporting.
All of you guys fall into military parade formation. That'll be perfect. And the carrier is actually going to go out over here. And he's going to act like a resource controller and make it quicker for
Waiting assignment.
the resourcing operation that we have all the way out there. So, yeah. Okay. All that we have remaining for this mission
Military parade
is to get that salvage corvette back to the mothership. Of course, there is no particular threat to this salvage corvette. He can idle his engines, sit here for half a millennia, and literally nothing will happen.
Standing by.
However, if he does idle his engines
Group 10
and just
copies.
sit there for half a millennia, I'm not going to be particularly happy, and he's not going to enjoy it when I'm not particularly happy, because it's going to be bad. I'm going to turn to him and I'm going to say, why are you just sitting around? Why are you not coming back to the mothership? You're supposed to be bringing back vital data. And he'll respond with, well, you know, I was taking a break. To which I send my assault frigates to blow him out of the sky. Because you don't get to take a break. It's not like this is a stinking holiday. Our planet was destroyed and we're trying to get revenge for the whole thing. We got some revenge by destroying the fleet that actually destroyed our planet. But now we need to actually go out and tear down the entire empire. Because, you know, we're terrible like that. We are very vindictive. Very nice. Okay, he's almost back
Ready for
into the shelter of the mothership, where the warm blanket of the docking array will be there. The sealing clubs will, of course, be prepared in the event that anyone was inside the ghost ship and is being brought back in, although the likelihood is not very high. But you always have to have the sealing clubs ready if you don't know if there's something coming. It's just a good preparation at all times. If you're ever opening your door at your house, get the sealing club. Prepare yourself. And wreck them.
Salvage team docked. The alien ship is millions of years old.
Oh.
Its purpose is unclear. Research Division reports it has developed plans for gravity warping technology based on the alien control field. We advise commencing research immediately.
I would advise that as well. Gravity
Commencing
generator.
gravity generator research.
What have we here? Ah, Mr. Bentusi, how are you? Are you the same one, or are you a different one? I can't really tell. You all look the same.
We have known of this ship, but could never approach it. We are particularly vulnerable to its influence.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Bentusi would like the information you have acquired. It will be transferred automatically if you choose to trade.
Of course, you can have the information. You're gonna give me super heavy chassis research. Oh, love you guys. You're great. Stinking Bentusi. So awesome. We did, in fact, oops, I said done. Nope, accept offer. There we go. Sorry.
The information was successfully transferred. Thank you.
Of course, anytime.
The Taidan are determined to destroy us. Will you help us defeat them?
Conflict is not our way. We will bring your cause to the Galactic Council. The Taidan rule the Empire, but even they must answer to the Council.
Yes.
Hyperspace module fully charged. Engage at your discretion.
Understood, Mr. Fleet Commander, sir. Understood. Now, did that super heavy chassis research allowed us to build carriers now? Of course, we don't need any carriers because we already have a carrier. It's over here. Where is it? It's over here. Right here. It's our trophy from the fleet that destroyed our planet. Those pricks. Anyway, now all that is left for us is to mine up the remainder of the resources, which of course is a very dull job and takes a very long time. So I'm not going to make you sit through that, or even about, it's pretty bad. It takes a very long time. So, I'll see you at the hyperspace. It'll be amazing. There we go. Yes. Hello. Yes, we have finished all of the resourcing. Well, most of the resourcing. I got lazy, okay? We picked up like a good 2,000-3,000 RUs, and then I got lazy because it takes forever for them to fly between all of these asteroids, okay? We're just gonna hyperspace and it's gonna be fine. All that I did was recoup a few losses in the interceptors.
Waiting assignment.
For the most part, the fleet is the same as it was before. So, we're going to hyperspace.
Auto-docking.
And quick dock, and away we go!
Hyperspace initiated.